Alright, welcome. So today we have Apollo. He has been so highly requested, so let's get you right into it, talking about his abilities. Now, Apollo, he is known for more of going a basic attack build, and the reason why is because his lane clear with this one is actually pretty damn bad. So to clear your minion waves, you're looking at just mostly basic attack him down, fill up the meter on your passive, and then you have 100% attack speed for the next 5 basic attacks, hit or miss, and you pretty much use that to clear your wave. Besides that, he is really great at split pushing. He has Mesmerize, which is huge against like Thors and Finners, and he has a nice dash. Overall, a really fast and mobile hunter, so a lot of fun to play as. So let's get actually into building Apollo. Now, for Conquest, there are different starts for Conquest. You can go to the starter item, which is probably the most common way, is go to Death's Toll. Death's Toll can allow you for 90 HP, which is really good very early on in the game. 15 flat power, but we're mostly picking this up for the sustain with the passive, since we mostly use our basic attacks to clear the wave. If you don't want to go into that start and you want to spice your life up a little bit, you can go into the crit category and then go into the throw and dagger. So right off the bat, when starting Conquest, you can go ahead and buy this entire item, throw and dagger, and you have 200 gold left over for potions or whatever. So what throw and dagger is going to allow you to do is give you 22 physical power, which is a lot compared to somebody that has boots 1 and death's toll. But we're mostly picking it up for the passive. All basic attacks will also hit all enemies nearby on the target, for 25% for gods and 50% for minions and jungle camps. So pretty much you pick this up and you go into your mini wave and you just clear it. You're going to have super fast clear, which is great because Apollo's clear with this one is really not good at all. And also it has a little bit more crit to it. And that can allow you some RNG and probably get some crits with your spray damage. As you can see, all those yellow numbers are the throw and dagger procs. So that's a really fast clear. Of course, I am level 20, so it's not totally accurate, but you will clear a lot faster than, let's say somebody with a Transcendent, or if they're going Death's Toll, or Boots. And now you may be asking, well, should I build this up into Golden Bow? I would probably only do this if you're Artemis, since you have more crit in your kit. But besides that, it's probably not worth spending the extra 1,000 gold for just a little bit more of, crit, or not crit, a little bit more of the passive, which is only increased by 25% for minions. So is that the hugest upgrade? 4,000 gold, you can just go into boots. You can straight up just buy boots too and just get the rest of your build going. So those are the 2 starts for Conquest. You could apply this to other game modes if you want. Maybe not the starter item, Death's Toll, but yeah, so let's just go ahead and go into the boots. I'll just start with the Death's Toll and then boots. Just ignore the Death's Toll for other game modes, since you don't really need it. But you still pretty much run the same build from Conquest to most other game modes, not all other game modes. So just go into the boots here. Moving along, you can go into the Aussie and Ichval combo back to back. The order is up to you. Or if you don't want Ichval and you want to build straight into Shin size, you just go into Aussie and then the Shins. So that's really up to you, but let's just go to the Ichval combined with Aussie. And the reason why you typically see these 2 items picked up very often from pros and just most people in general is they're really cheap items for a lot of good stats, really good bridge items to kind of carry your way into the Tides Bane, the Kins, and the crit, things like that later on. Also, Ichval works great when trading auto attacks with your enemy hunter, or let's say you're playing Apollo solo lane against the other warrior or whatever. This helps steal some of their physical power for yourself. And yes, if you do go into these 3 attack speed items, you will be overcapping a little bit when you activate your passive, but your passive is only for 5 basic attacks, and that is hit or miss basic attacks. So it's not the biggest deal overcapping a little on your attack speed, so don't feel too bad if you go 3 attack speed items. So you can go to something like this, and then you can top it off if you want. You can go the penetration route, which would be Titan's Bane, and then you can sell Death's Toll for like a crit item. Or you can just not go into Titan's Bane. That's up to you on how much you value your penetration. And then you would just go into the crit. Let's pick that up real quick. So you just go into the Rage, and then you would sell the Death Toll, and then go into Deathbringer, and then you'll sell Ichevol for later on for any items that you want. If you want Oboe just for the sheer, just even faster clear, you could go to that. Or if you like to trade auto attacks and you're pretty good at landing your basic attacks and you just want to kind of dance around your enemy, you'll just go with the Haste of Mentalis, more movement speed, and what this does is it removes the movement debuff when you go ahead and start basic attacking, so you do something like that. If you don't go into the Ichevol and you just want to get the shin size even faster, then it'll look something like this. Go ahead and Nestle. Go into, yes, we got also go into shin size, and then you can go into like crit, and then your Titan's Bane, and then Death Toll. You can sell Death Toll mid to late game whenever you feel like you don't really need it, and you can sell it for the extra gold just to finish up an item. So it'd be something like this. This is pretty much your general build, your general items. This build and the build I just did before. That's all you're really going to. There's not really other special items that are worth mentioning. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the relics I already have here, Purification and Sprint. This is your typical go-to relics. Definitely Purification, and the secondary relic is all up to you. It's either Sprint or Sanctuary. Now after that, that is pretty much it. Again, for a level priority for just leveling up, it would still be your 1. So you throw out some basic attacks and you just throw this out just to overall get the entire minion wave. A little bit lower HP, it's not going to clear it. If you really want to go the Transcendence build, it's up to you. You could do it. It's not the worst thing. And also, don't forget that your Mesmerize also gives you physical protection. A lot of people overlook this stat. So let's say if you're trying to burn down a tower and you're going to take some tower shots, go ahead and pop the Serenade, and that way the tower is going to do ideally less damage to you, since you're going to have up to 50 more physical protection. So don't forget that little useful stat. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, hopefully it was helpful and gave you an idea on what to build for your Apollo, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.